So, how exciting is this? Another nature festival event. I just briefly like to talk about the seasonal calendar course, which I'm offering for the Nature Festival, and thought I'd very briefly go through what it might look like. We will be talking about how really the nature's season or new year really starts in June at the end of winter solstice and the beginning of July and spring. And that will form some of the premise of the course that will be held during the Nature Festival on the Tuesday and Thursday at 11 o'clock. It'll be a 1.5 hour on Zoom. We will try not to spend too much time on Zoom, looking in the square box. But what we'll do is we'll take a wander outside and we'll do some drawings so that we can create our own calendar and talk about some of the things that we might observe this time of year. So I've done a calendar for the last 2 years. I haven't got it here. It's not particularly pretty, but this is just what I've been doing this year. And so you might be able to see that June, of course, we know that the first wattle blossoms happen in the middle of winter. And then the 4th week of June, the magpies start calling in the middle of the night. July, the hardened verdure, the purple pea comes out, and you probably see ripe olives everywhere. I noticed that in the 2nd week of July, there were those woolly bugger caterpillars everywhere. The fig buds started coming out, and the 3rd week of July, my native clematis comes out here on the side fence. And then coming into August, the dianella start flowering, a little blue flower, and I'll show you some of these plants during the course. And this time of year, we're looking at potentially, although I haven't confirmed this, cockatoos and crested pigeons mating. And we noticed on the weekend the gorgeous little plovers on the beach. Haven't noticed them through much of winter. Doesn't mean that they're not there. We just didn't notice them. And I'm wondering whether now it's time that they start making nests. So this course is not about having the answers. This course is about creating a beautiful round calendar, not one of those linear square ones, but a beautiful round calendar that takes you from winter solstice all the way through to spring equinox, summer solstice, back round through autumn and back down to winter solstice, so that you get an entire perpetual or circular calendar and markers all along the way of what you see, because for example, lily pillies might not fruit at the same time that yours do. So this course is all about really hyper-localizing your observations, what to observe when, and it can be a practice that you do from now for the rest of your life. It's been about 3 years that I've been doing it, and it's brought me so much joy. I now observe within about a week of when my dear wattle comes out, as well as olives, as well as these are some tiny maidenhair fern, which seem to appear right at the very early marker of spring, which is actually early August, because that represents the halfway point between winter solstice and spring equinox. Anyway, we'll talk about that more in the course. I'm really excited. All you have to do is show up. I'll record them so that you can watch them live later on. Piece of paper and a pen, that should do. So keep an eye out on the Nature Festival event page, and really look forward to having you all learn about a brand new calendar or calendars, the merging of the Indigenous calendar with what we think is the Northern Hemisphere overlay, except it gets flipped by 6 months, and how we integrate and reconcile these two kind of frameworks for life. which is really what we're trying to do now, is walk with one foot in each of the two worlds. So I hope that clarifies it, or maybe it just whets your appetite and that you can join us the fourth week of September. Yay. All right, look forward to it. Thank you. Oh, we're not finished yet. We'll end. Hurrah.